Morning. Morning, folks. How are we today? I'll just get Facebook on board. As one does, you can hear Buster clopping about in the background there. He's still with us, but the lights are on, but nobody's home, which is a bloody shame. As I say, he seems happy enough within himself. But once I get Facebook on board, I have a confession to make. He's still with us. That's Facebook on board. Anyway, how are we all this morning? It's confession time for Davy. I'm afraid Davy participated in a wheeze which misled the audience, but it was done for the right reasons. So the other day I announced that Karen Bartley and Dean Halliday were getting engaged, or were engaged. It wasn't true. The things I did say about them which were true were the fact that they're a pair of public fucking nuisances. But Davy's been known to be a public nuisance as well, so Davy thought he'd join in the wheeze. Now, Dean and Karen were on a fishing expedition. I don't know what they were fishing for. I didn't ask. I don't need to. I know the two of them. They're a pair of public bloody nuisances. So whatever they were up to would have been mischief. And Davy likes a bit of mischief. So I'm sorry to say we did mislead the audience a wee bit. But most of you, of course, will have known Dean and Karen. And you'll have known the pair of them, including their sidekick Lynn, are public bloody nuisances. So you'll have known that one thing is true that I did say when I was making the announcement on them two getting engaged. And that is the idea of these two teaming up is bloody terrifying. Because when I say the pair of them are a pair of public nuisances, I mean that. And the idea of the two of them operating together, oof. Right, anyway, we're up there at 50 marks, so let's get this broadcast underway. So I do apologise for misleading you. Dean and Kaz aren't actually engaged, but most of you have all worked that out anyway. Right, so let's get this underway. It's Indy Truck Davy out the truck and at home in his office in Salvin, North Lancashire, where it is overcast this morning, but it's still pretty warm for this time of year. It's 10 degrees. Not great. Oh well. Hey, it's dry. Anyway, that's what the weather is here in Salvin, North Lancashire. You want to know what the weather's like? Look at your own window. Ted Boy's looked at his window this morning. He's in Norway and he says it's sunny in the mountains. And John O'Rourke has looked at his window this morning and went off and shut his fucking curtains again. But John's in Greenock. So you do that every morning when Greenock. You get up, you look out and you go, oh fuck no. And check your blinds again. Right. Okay, let's get this broadcast properly underway, shall we? It's Indy Truck Davy, the 13th of the 11th, 2024. And there's some doozies in the headlines of today's folks. So first up this morning is the Herald. We'll stick it up. Where are we, Herald? Yep. Anyway, according to the Herald, Swinney may have misled Holyrood on higher exam controversy. First Minister accused after SQA probe answer. So apparently there is a controversy in the marking of the higher exams, and John allegedly has misled the Parliament. I can't see that, but never mind. Mere bollocks in the Herald, just the normal stuff. Right. Next up's the Daily Fail. And it's got better watch your back, Mr. Swinney. Stephen Flynn to run for Holyrood. Well, the other Davy will be chuffed with that. Because he's no chuffed with Mr. Swinney. And he wants him replaced. So Stephen Flynn, going to run for a Holyrood seat. Could well see John replaced. Let's hope he's not getting a Holyrood seat in a unionist coalition along that road, because I think that's where the next election's headed. Right, the Metro goes on. Welby quits in shame. And so he bloody well should. And if you're not aware of this Welby thing, it's a bit of cover up with child abuse in the Church of England. Right. And the Times also goes on Welby quits in shame at child abuse case failures. Failures fuck all. Cover up is what it was. Okay. And the Sun has, let's see if we've got the Sun. I don't normally put up Murdoch's rag, but this one's quite funny. Here we go. Record levels of obesity. 1 in 3 are grossly overweight. Country faces health time bomb. Fat shame. Now, apparently 1 in 3 of us here in Scotland are fat bastards. Apparently. I've got news for the Sun and all the rest of the publications out there. There is nobody here in Scotland obese. No, it's fucking malnutrition being in this shit union. You ever see all the wee black babies in Africa when we were kids and these, give the money to the church to feed the babies in Africa with all their swelling tummies because they've nothing to eat? Well, that's what we've got here in the UK now. With all these families having to go to food banks and King Sausage Fingers opening up food hubs on his 76th birthday because he thinks it's a fucking wheeze that his subjects are starving. Yeah, brilliant stuff. You fat gits. There you go. Fat shaming. Right. So Brexitania in Scotland in particular are fat as fat apparently. Nah, malnutrition folks. Very soon Africa will be putting a cup round or a hat round and get a whip round to feed the people of the UK. And the United Nations, believe it or not, are now supplying food parcels to people in the UK. Wonderful stuff. The Scotsman it's got the same story, and it says obesity levels in Scotland climbed to new record high. Tell you, it's no obesity here in Brexitania. It's bloody malnutrition. It's no images of wee African babies with swollen bellies now. It's images of Scottish, English, Welsh and Northern Irish children with swollen bellies storing outside King Sausage Fingers fucking food hubs. Or a food bank. Right, the record has. We are in this together. And this is Sir Chris Hoy, or to just Chris Hoy, you and me, and his wife are in a battle for their healths together. He's fighting cancer and she is fighting MS. On the upside, they live in Scotland, so they're getting good medical care. Right, the Telegraph writer and cask hate crime inquiry. And apparently, Alison Pearson, a Telegraph columnist, is in the poo over a year-old tweets, which have been reported to the Metropolitan Police as hate crimes. Social media has gone fucking nuts. And the eye has, I think I might have this one here. So we'll stick the eye up. Well, maybe no. Nah, it's not one of the ones I put up. Sorry, folks. Anyway, the eye has a Brown warning to Starmer. Benefit cap is trapping families in poverty. So it would appear that Gordon Brown, Clunkin Fist, has been dragged out his crypt and dusted down to make a warning to Keir Starmer that the 2-child benefit cap is trapping children in poverty. I've got a wee news flash for you, Mr. Brown, Clunkin Fist, fucking dinosaur. He knows. He doesn't give a shite. He was told by the OBR, by the IFS, by the Joseph Rowntree Foundation, by them all, actually, that keeping this cap would throw a further 240,000 children into poverty this year, 2024. Doesn't give a fuck. Really couldn't care. Reeves and Starmer should have patches on them telling us who their sponsors are. What's interesting about it is we know it's the banking sector. And apparently Reeves is about to hold the Bank of England new powers over us, as they will be taking over the UK payment system. Throw in your digital banking and they will have control. Your digital currency, and they will have control of everything. Wonderful stuff. Anyway, as I say, Starmer knows that the two-child benefit cap is trapping children in poverty. He doesn't give a shite. Not one. He is a Tory to his toes. His Chancellor is a Tory to her toes. We now have one party of state, and they just have different coloured rosettes, a blue one and a red one. They've always been two cheeks of the same arse. Now they've merged into one cheek. The other cheek is now made up of Farage and his fucking idiots, and the Lib Dems, and Ed Davies idiots. Right, so a lot of nonsense in the papers today. Gordon Brown more than Starmer, and starving people being mistaken for obese. Fucking hell. You've got to love Brexitania. You really have. You have to love Brexitania. Right, what's the star got for us today? And I am going to put the star up, folks, because you all know how I love the star. And this one today is a special. I love this one. I love a good boffin story. So get ready to be boffined, folks. And here we go. Boffins predict we'll find dinosaurs in our seas in the next few years. Nessie's the proof. Nessie's the proof. Wonderful. And apparently, giant plesiosaurus, like the Loch Ness Monster, will in our uncharted seas in the next few years, says a mega-brained boffiness. So in this case, it's not a boffin, it's a boffiness. So I read that wrong, didn't I? But you know how Davey likes a good boffin story. And the image, of course, is of Farmer in a wee red rowing boat with a clown nose on. Apparently the paper thinks he's a fucking dinosaur and all. But you're going to love a boffin story, or a boffiness story in this case. You can't beat it. The day's only Wednesday, to Christ, where the week going to end. So, more nonsense in the press today, folks. And then, of course, David having to confess that he was participating in shenanigans. Regularly, that's as true a story as it gets. Nessie's the proof. Oh, Christ, sorry about that, folks. But really good. That's a cracking way to start a Wednesday morning. Dinosaurs, boffinesses, can't beat it. And you're all fat bastards to boot. There you go. Now, as the other David would say, independence, independence, independence. And as I would say, keep your eyes on the bloody prize. And that is independence. All right. Now, thanks for tuning in today, folks. If you like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and maybe hit the share button if you want. But I'm going to take my boffiness away with me. That's me. My day's made. I've had a boffiness and no a boffin. That's brilliant. Catch you all tomorrow morning. And then once again tomorrow afternoon, we'll talk about the bigger issues out there, like Rachel Reeves handing more power to the Bank of England. Bye for now.